does engaging manufacturing supervisors in improvement drive results? Hi, I'm Kirk Langford, General Manager at Unique Training and Development and Frontline Leadership Systems. And today we're talking about the idea of engaging manufacturing supervisors in driving results for improvement. Now, there's a myth out there that manufacturing supervisors aren't interested in improvement initiatives. They just want things to stay the way they are, keeps life easy. But in reality, the cost of not training plant managers can be actually much higher than training them. A study by the Society for Human Resources Management found that companies with a strong learning culture have a 30 to 50% higher employee retention rate. And that's really important in this time of looking for good employees and not always being able to find them. So, we may think, like I said, that manufacturing supervisors aren't interested in improvements or in training, but generally everybody wants their workplace to become safer, more productive, and overall a better place to work. We want to be able to have the skills that we need in order to collaborate more effectively, manage conflict, deal with situations, and be more proactive. We want the processes to be clearer, machines to function better, and for there to be fewer fires to put out in the long run. And manufacturing supervisors are no exception to that. When things run smoother, people tend to stick around, and in doing so, we're able to get to a point where we work better as a team, which drives stronger results and operational excellence for the organization. So, how do we do that? Well, tip 1. Ask supervisors for their ideas and input. Get them involved in the improvement and implementation process. After all, they're the ones communicating with their team on the shop floor every day, so they know what's working and what's not. Get their input and involvement, and that will drive engagement and buy-in to the improvement initiatives. Tip number 2, share information. It's easy to want to wait until we have all the answers before we share any information, but the reality is that it's often better to share what we know when we know it so that people aren't feeling left in the dark. Remember, you want to keep in mind that if the supervisor is somewhat in the dark, then so is their team, and maybe even more so. And that tends to lead to feelings of frustration, disconnect, and eventually a lack of engagement. Tip number 3, celebrate milestones and achievements along the way. As you go through an improvement initiative, whatever it may be, you're probably going to find that not everything goes exactly as planned. Instead of focusing on the things that aren't going as planned or being frustrated that it's not going exactly as it was initially intended, instead celebrate the small gains and positive momentum with your team as you go along celebrating those successes. So, we've given you a couple of tips to start you off, but next is a conversation with us to figure out how you can really drive improvement initiatives in your organization. And that conversation starts at our website, which is uniquedevelopment.com. We have in-person, on-site training that is specific to your organization. We also do fantastic virtual training from our wonderful virtual training studio here. And we also have our Frontline Leadership On Demand program where your supervisors and leaders can take the training at their own pace when it's convenient for them. Whatever way you prefer to learn and whatever works best for your organization, we hope to hear from you soon.